Joining me for the show, not the whole show, we only just let you in the studio, is Claire Pearsall, former Conservative Government Advisor. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Welcome back. You've been on your travels. You've been to Iceland.
I have, yeah. Birthday trip, absolutely amazing.
21st birthday trip. You had a wonderful time, but you've come back to. I mean, you think pub prices are expensive here. So tell me what you told me earlier about one round you bought.
Oh, one round of a gin and tonic, no alcohol beer, and a soft drink, cola drink, which came to £55.
You think we've got it bad here, guys? Seriously, Iceland's even worse. But we're heading that way. I think we're heading that way. I really do. We'll talk about the pubs in a moment. What did you make of Liz Truss? I mean, absolutely very clear on China, hostile state, the hacking, very, very clear on her views on Keir Starmer as well. What did you make of all that?
Yeah, I think she's always been very, very sound when it comes to China and the hostile threat that they pose, and she's always been very outspoken about it. I thought it was quite interesting, your pressing of what happened during the COVID era.
We've done this a number of times, I have to say, but I never let her never let her go away with that one. And same with Kemi Badenoch.
Yeah,
they're all quiet.
Absolutely, and they need to be held to account for that, and they need to be able to explain why.
As do all Westminster journalists who, when the biggest story of their lifetime happened, didn't see it.
Yeah,
they were too busy in their gardens enjoying spending time at home.
That's right.
They were. So that's what happened.
But I enjoyed your pressing on whether she would join Reform, whether she'd been approached. That was interesting. The answers, I thought, were very caged.
I thought things were left quite open. Yes. I did think. Well, now would she be a bonus for Farage? And there'll be a lot of people, who might think. But anyway, let's go back to the trip to China. Keir Starmer's arrived in China. He hasn't given away, our firstborns yet. Matter of time. He is desperate for some sort of trade deal with China. There is no trade deal that we can get with China. We are a minnow compared to China. They care not a jot about trade with us, other than the fact they can sell us cheap tat and solar panels and wind turbines and electric vehicles, all made in coal-produced factory, producing coal-fired factories. I mean, they're having a laugh at us. They're making money out of us.
Of course
even when they buy our fancy luxury goods, they're made in China in the first place. Yeah. What deal could he possibly get out of China?
Well, I don't think he can. I think what he's going over there for is to ask them to be nice to us and be our friend on the world stage, because we seemingly don't have many. What he really needs to do is you've brought up the solar panels. This is an issue close to my heart at the moment, a solar farm proposal down the road where I live. Horrendous.
So ugly.
On the green belt. And of course these solar panels are made, as you say, coal-powered industries, shipped over and made by Uyghur slave trade.
Yeah, I mean,
they're bad always round. And of course, solar energy isn't going to cope with the UK.
Oh, I mean, you and your facts. You've got to stop bringing facts up. Ed Miliband might hear them and he'll be all upset. But this is the thing. I mean, it was so clear. The announcement of this trip, which has been long on the cards, was announced within 24 hours of the final approval being given for that Chinese embassy.
Yes.
Just across the river from here. I'm still convinced that they can keep that legal issues overall going on that for the next few years. I don't think that's ever going to go ahead. I'm pretty sure the next government, whoever it is going to say, not happening. I hope so.
So do I, because I think the security implications are absolutely massive by having it there. And it's always a sign of a Prime Minister in trouble when they leave the country so frequently. And now he's gone about as far as he can go to avoid PMQs.
Feel free to stay there. I mean, he's only there for, was it 3 days, then he's going to Japan.
Yeah.
Look, I understand you. The Great Wall of China's lovely. Go there, just go and do a nice little tour.
But he could, couldn't he? He could go down, he could go to Thailand perhaps, and then he can go on to Australia.
I could recommend
New
some
Zealand.
lovely rooftop bars in Bangkok. I want to see Prime Minister. Stay out, stay away as long as you want. I mean, and also we still have the pleasure of his deputy, David Lammy, stepping in to do Prime Minister's questions today. And it went so well for him last time.
I mean, we're all sort of waiting, aren't we, for what's going to be the next thing. He didn't wear a poppy at Remembrance Time. He made such an error at the last
There was some announcement, some live news on air while he was standing up as well.
He doesn't. And prisoners that have been released and things like that.
The number of prisoners, and given that he was Justice Secretary, it's a small point worth making. I imagine those sort of issues are going to come up as well. Where are you on these pubs? Because apparently a £300 million pubs business rate U-turn. A lot of reports saying it's the 12th U-turn. I'm pretty sure it's the 13th.
Oh, I think this is the 13th.
I'm pretty...
It's a number.
U-turns come along. You wait for a U-turn and then 13 come along at the same time. It's been branded as too little, too late. It is very little. We are talking about some pubs seeing their business rates. I mean, all the help that was given during the COVID years basically taken away. Yeah. It's okay. It's going to come. There's going to be some help back for the next 3 years, but not that much. They're looking at their business rates. They've been told in the budget they were going to be better off. Their business rates, some of them are going up, by tens of thousands of pounds a year. Yeah. At the same time that customers completely dropped off because no one's got any money and no one's out. I mean, particularly in January, you go to the pub and it's going to be half empty, or empty entirely. And then they're talking about giving them help worth, for the average pub, £1,650. I mean, that doesn't even cover, I don't think that covers the increase in minimum wage or national insurance for your lowest paid employee.
No, it really doesn't. And when you look at the amount it costs to employ a 21-year-old, let's go for a young person, in 2020, I think it was 2010, it cost £17,000 all in to take
minimum wage. What, 40 hours a week?
Yeah, 40 hours a week, and now today it would cost the same employer £29,000. Yeah, that's one hell of a difference.
Because their pay would be 26.5, and then you've got the national insurance for the employer on top. But again, because no one in Labour apparently has ever run a private business, they don't understand that if you put up the costs of employing somebody, businesses will either A, employ fewer people, B, not give them wage rises, C, sack some of the people they already employ because they can't afford them. And this is exactly what businesses have been doing. And then the Chancellor and the Prime Minister go, oh, well, that's weird, why would that happen? Well, that's what everyone told you would happen, and then you did what you did anyway.
And these pubs then just have to close down because they can't afford to keep running with the cost of fuel, electricity, gas, just to keep the lights on. And then you've got the extra rates, business rates going in, corporation taxes. I mean, they are on a hiding to nothing. And this announcement is too little, too late. Yeah. It doesn't include other parts of the sector which are badly
for some reason, cafes and restaurants not applying.
Not applying.
Do you think this is a classic Labour, or look, loads of us Labour MPs aren't being allowed in pubs? By the way, Mr Lennox is saying he's absolutely carrying on with that ban. It's not good enough, this help. But it's now a campaign. We're going to talk to Tom Kerridge, the restaurateur, later about extending this to other areas of hospitality. There's this patronising Labour idea. Yes. Ooh, the working... this is the Islington Hampstead lot, right? The working classes, they go to pubs, don't they, on a Friday night? So we need to... it's that patronising. Yeah. No, you know what? Working class people go to restaurants as well. You patronising little snotty-nosed gits. I mean, it's so... Seriously, it's just...
It's embarrassing.
It's like the other... It is. And it's just like, well, let's be nice, let's be nice to those poor people over there. That's literally their attitude. Yeah. Because they're such little...
there are so many things.
Can't say any of the words I want to say on air.
So many things you can say about it.
You don't hate these people enough. You don't hate these people enough. I'm going to say that about the BBC.